Hey, this is Kelly from the Dolly Rocks.
This is Joe Queer from the Infamous Queers.
Hey, Sleepy P. Martini.
Hey, this is Indica Flower.
And you are listening to
Our Brains Hurt.
Our Brains Hurt.
Our Brains Hurt.
Losers.
Well, they needed a jingle for their stupid little show, so they called up the Jasons and we said, fuck no. Then they called us again and they gave us $20 and we wrote them a song that said, your podcast sucks. Then they gave us more money and they asked us really nice and we finally gave in and we said, all right, I'll write you a song, but it's gonna be a clone of a Screeching Weasel song that we heard a while ago. So we wrote them a jingle and it sounded really rad. It was the best little jingle that their podcast ever had, but the file got corrupted and the email didn't work. Now they're stuck without a jingle singing our brains hurt. Our brains hurt, our brains hurt, our brains hurt. Our brains hurt, our brains hurt, our brains hurt. Our brains hurt, our brains hurt, our brains hurt. Our brains hurt, our brains hurt, our brains hurt. In a very non-copyright infringing sort of way.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Our Brains Hurt. This episode is brought to you by PunkBox. Head over to punkboxrocks.com. That's punkboxrocks.com for your monthly subscription service to punk rock merch. Everything you would find at a punk rock merch table at a punk show, sent to your house once a month. This could include stickers, button patches, koozies, vinyl, cassettes, CDs, everything you could think of. Once a month. It's an awesome subscription service. punkboxrocks.com. This show is also brought to you by Merch Slut. Head over to merchslut.com for awesome band t-shirts, punk rock band t-shirts. Merch Slut gets her shirts directly from the band or the label. These are not cheap knockoffs. She also has a wide array of awesome punk rock merch. Merchslut.com. Now, let's get to the show. Happy birthday to us.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yes. Today's the 27th, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
That's right.
Today is the actual birthday.
Yeah.
And the listeners, yeah.
First episode.
It's been a wild 3 years. Oh, man. Tonight we are celebrating with the Jasons. It's also, as you're listening to this and I'm saying this, October 1st. Even more fitting to have the Jasons on.
What? It's not October 1st.
When this episode airs.
It's September 27th and October 1st. I found me some more Spaten Oktoberfest.
I saw that at the store. I'm gonna have to get that next time I go.
Oh, dude, this is like
I love Spaten.
This is probably my favorite beer of all time.
Actually, the Spaten Oktoberfest is what I get every year on my birthday when I go to the German restaurant. That's right. It's so good.
Beck's Oktoberfest was the exact same thing. Beck's and Spaten are like,
oh, really?
Basically the same beer. But not anymore because like, yeah, AB InBev bought them out and ruined both the beers, but they brought back the Oktoberfest and it's good. It's good like it used to be. So that's good.
I have Flying Dog the Fear Imperial Pumpkin Ale, 9%. So I saved the bottle for our episode for our I
purchased my my pumpkin beers for that episode. I had to, of course, get some more UFO.
It's good shit, man. It's really good shit.
It is. It's so good. And then I got another one. It's a milk stout, a pumpkin milk stout.
Shut up about pumpkin spice. The horror punk over.
What's up?
It's our 3-year. We turned 3 actually tonight. It was September 27th, 2020 when we put out our first episode. I love all of our guests. Don't get me wrong. Like every one of our guests, I'm in love with. But you guys, I'm double in love with.
Boom.
So we wanted to have you guys on, and plus this episode comes out on October 1st, so it's just fitting.
Why?
I don't know.
Why, Ron?
You scare me into a boner.
Yo, we had a whole conversation about that in the van on one of our trips.
Being scared into a boner?
No, I read online that you can get a boner when you're real excited or like really scared sometimes and stuff like that. And I said that, and everyone said I was full of shit. So then we had a whole discussion about getting scared and getting a hard on.
Is it real?
Oh, wait.
The internet said so.
I've never been that scared.
Yo, I used to get scared of ghosts, and so I would jerk off to scare the ghost away.
Well, what if the ghost's a fucking pervert?
Well, then I gave a ghost a good show.
Hell yeah.
Jack off on a sheet, and like you come all over the sheet, or you finger your girl till she sprays all over it, and then you put it all over her head, and you're like, you're my little cum ghost.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say that you came on a sheet so much that you could stand it up and mold it into the shape of a ghost.
You can.
I had to pack up for a trip, and I didn't feel like packing for this trip, so I just grabbed all the shirts that I can grab. Well, one of them was at the edge of the bed.
Yeah.
And when I picked it up when I got there, it was stuck in half.
Yeah.
So I had used it as a rag, and it was stuck folded, and I had to rip it apart and then threw it away.
You remember when we was hanging out and I discovered, you know how like when you're fucking a girl but you leave your shirt on? I know everybody in this fucking room has had this experience except for Jason Hollywood, maybe.
Yeah.
But you're like, yeah, let's fuck, but I don't want to take off my shirt because I actually want you to be attracted to me. So you leave it on. But then the top of your shirt hangs over the bottom of your dick and it goes in the pussy when you're fucking because it happens. And then you got the ring of like shame where it's like, here's dried pussy cum and regular cum. I was hanging out with 3D one day and I just looked down and I was like, oh, fuck, I got cum all over my shirt. And he immediately recognized it because it's a universal symbol of you've been fucking. And we respect it, but it was, unfortunately, I didn't realize. Listen, this is speaking of the Jasons and period, being on a period. This is true. And we tell people this and they don't believe me. But when Blood in the Streets, that record, I swear to God, listen to the lyrics. It is a concept record about fucking a girl while she's on her period and eating her vagina. Blood in the Streets, Down in the Sewers where the rats all drown, red-blooded American punk rock, all that shit's about fucking a girl while she's on her period. 100%.
No motivation. I didn't feel like doing it.
Didn't feel like that.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah. I know somebody who, I won't say their name, but I know somebody who has who owns a Pain t-shirt, the band Pain.
Probably Kenny Payne for sure.
But
Tons of boxes of them.
They only use it for keeping it. They only use it for keeping it under their wife when they fuck when she's on her period.
Ah, God, I gotta buy a Pain shirt.
Yo, who in this chat besides Jason Hollywood doesn't have a Pain shirt? We all probably.
I don't.
You don't?
I don't.
I don't.
I proudly
either.
do not.
No.
V, you have a Pain shirt? Fuck's wrong
Yeah, man,
with
we
you?
played with Pain and they gave us fucking Pain shirts. Yo, listen. Now, I will say this about Pain. I didn't know who Pain was, right? Like, obviously, like, we were young, we were playing shows. My other band, our other band, before these guys were part of it, and somebody goes, yo, you guys are playing with Pain. And I was like, yeah, I don't know. Never heard of them. And he goes, tell me how many songs they get into their set before the singer takes their shirt off. And I was like, what? And like, no joke, 3 songs in, boom, shirt comes off. Middle of the bar room, run around shirtless Pain. Yeah.
That is a trend that I never really understood. Like, I never understood to take your shirt off while you're playing. Because, like, T-shirts aren't that hot.
No.
No. I guess if you're a muscular dude, you're trying to show off. But, like, it's a lot of fat dudes and real skinny dudes, too.
It's the big reveal. Like, you want to take it off 3 songs in case somebody wasn't wowed enough by your great stage show.
Yeah.
I don't know. As a lifelong fat dude, I would take my pants off before I took my shirt off.
I will say one of the funniest fucking things I ever heard was with Savage Remains. One of the dudes took their vests off while they played, and somebody goes, "What were you, hot?"
Yeah. So, the thing that baffles me about Savage Remains to this fucking day, and I mean this 100%, is it should not have worked your look because you got 2 dudes in makeup and cool shit, 2 normal dudes. Anyone told me that was a band, I would have shit all over and been like, this sucks. But somehow, and it's a magic moment, that shit worked. And I think it's because you had 2 muscle heads, big old strong motherfucking Jerry Onlys, who, were on the right sides of the stage, right? One on each side. And then the 2 dudes down the middle look normal. I don't know how you guys pulled it off, but it wasn't nerdy. And I wanted to hate it when I first heard you guys. And I was like, no, actually, that looks cool and that sounds cool. I don't know how they did it.
There was a story behind that, actually.
Yeah, well, how'd it go? Tell me. I need to know.
So because the 2 of them, that band existed back like 01 to 03, and it was a 3-piece, and neither myself nor a drummer at the time were in that band. They decided to bring it back, and they didn't wear like makeup and anything or any of that stuff back in those early days. So we came up with this thing where it was me and the drummer had dug them up and resurrected them. So they were the 2 dead ones and we were the alive ones. Hence my name, Matt Alive.
Yo, I had no fucking clue. I just went, yeah, for some reason it worked for me in the same way that like you look at some old Misfits pictures and it's like 2 of the coolest dudes on earth, 2 nerds. Not saying you guys are nerds. I just mean like they weren't so visual focused that they were like, yeah, sure, Mr. Jim, come on and wear your fucking dad's pants, whatever.
That's the best one. That photo of where they're all like flexing and looking all tough, and then you got Jim there going, hi.
Yeah, yeah. Is it Jim though? I don't know Misfits members enough to know who that is. Maybe it's Arthur Googie because that guy's name sucks.
I don't know. Like there was so many people in the Misfits that no one gives a fuck about. No disrespect to them, just poorly. You know, it's just unfortunate for them. But especially Dave Lombardo, you know.
Yeah, the best Misfits member.
Fuck that dude.
He ruined
that was called 3D lost his train of thought.
Yeah. But like, no, it was something interesting. You know, looking at Savage Remains, we played a lot of shows with you guys and stuff, and like, you know, if it were something that me and 3D had been working on, like we would have been like, here's what everybody should wear, and we would have had it strategized out. But somehow that shit felt organic and it made sense. Like I said, I don't know. That's a magic moment because like the marketing version of us is like, well, these 2 dudes look like action figures. These 2 dudes look like punk rockers. I don't know. It worked. It always did. I mean, crazy.
We had actually tooled around with the idea for a little while of me wearing like grave diggers, like overalls or whatever. Well, not overalls, but like a almost like a janitor suit.
Yeah.
But it didn't look right.
No. What I think made it work is like they were the War Boys, and like Matt was like their, was it Mortan Joe or whatever?
The Morton Joe.
And that's how I always perceived it, was like, because you know they did all the backing vocals, you did all the leads, so like you were saying everything, then they would repeat whatever you said.
Yeah.
But then you ruined that by letting Jeremy sing. No, Matt sang too.
They both sang, yeah. And you know, like, yeah, and honestly, I think what made it make sense for me was I didn't know there was a gimmick backstory. I thought it was just like, yeah, these 2 big old muscle heads put on some fucking makeup. I ain't gonna tell them not to because they're big motherfuckers, and it just made sense. It was a good. I don't think you could recreate that. I think it just like happy accidents. Sometimes that's how it works. Yeah,
it was also too. That's why I would never ever take my leather jacket off while we were playing, because again, it just didn't look right.
Yeah,
it had to be there.
And you didn't get too hot.
I mean, the vest could come off.
Yeah.
But that's what I love. I love at shows that we perform at, and people be like, "Oh, it's so hot."
Yeah.
And while they're talking to us, in our full like leather and steel and hockey mask and boots. It's like, oh yeah, you're hot.
Yeah,
you're having a rough time. You're having a bad day because your denim vest is a little too thick.
Yeah. Meanwhile, you didn't even do shit on your stage show either.
No, they just stood still.
Yeah, and we're talking really about every band.
Every band.
Yeah, except for Seth.
It gets hot as fuck up there with those fucking jackets on.
Oh yeah,
fucking Christ.
So my Saint and Cells era costume fucking rules though. I don't have a shirt or an ass in my pants, so I'm feeling fucking good, man. I feel like I'm liberated as fuck out here. Meanwhile, Jason fucking 3D could go to the goddamn Ren Fair out here with as much armor as he's wearing, but I'm feeling good.
Yeah, but let's talk about something. And if you don't feel comfortable with this, you can ask Ron to cut it out.
No, don't cut it.
But we learned in Roanoke, Virginia, that V shits every thong that he wears.
No, not every thong, but listen, boys.
I mean, it gets up in there. Like, it's hard, you know.
And here's hold on. Why do you know?
And here's where And here's where we expose Jason 3D's lady friend is a fucking liar. I hope she's listening. Because look, man, I've been wearing a thong for maybe 6 months in this band, right? How long a girl been wearing a thong, right? How many times have I shit? Not as many as she shit in her whole life because they put girls in thongs when they're way too young out here. But I'm not here to talk about the morals of the United States of America. What I'm trying to say is you wear a thong long enough and you're not using a fucking bidet every day, you're going to take that thing off and be like, oh, I shit on it a little bit. You know why? Because there's a string up your ass. Now, I simply asked a question. I said, yo, hey, 3D's lady friend, you ever shit your thong? She said no, AKA she lied to my fucking face, boys. Because I'll tell you what, you wear a thong long enough, especially if you're on tour, you're gonna shit the thong, man. And when
Dude, you gotta wear a man pond.
Yeah,
You know
well,
what a
and
man
you know
pond is?
how V dries out his thongs?
How?
He hangs them up in the fucking van by a string to hit your head or be in the vent fan.
Yo, you should sell your shit stained thongs on OnlyFans.
I have two thongs. We went on tour for 17 days and I did zero laundry.
Let me tell you a secret. I'm gonna go on fucking Shark Tank with this idea.
Shark Tank?
Yeah, you take a fucking little piece of toilet paper. Right? I've been doing this for years now. Don't tell anybody else.
Okay.
All right. When you get out of the shower, you put some of that you put some powder on your ass, and then you take some toilet paper and fold it up into a square and put it on your asshole, and your cheeks hold it together all day, and you just keep
why?
it.
Why do you need it?
It's a man pond because at my old age, my asshole kind of leaks sometimes.
Your asshole leaks?
Sometimes. If I take a shit, sorry, listen, if I take a shit and then walk around a lot,
you need to go on Shark Tank.
Shark Tank. Dude, so here's the thing. Ron, my man. Jason's butt plugs, $35. We got it.
Bro, just eat something. Eat some cheese. We got you. Dude, I eat so much cheese now. I know what it's like to give birth. Trust me. But dude, the man pond, I'm gonna invent this shit. But right now, I just use toilet paper and I just stick it up against my asshole, and the cheeks close, and the cheeks keep it tight all day. And you never get stains in your underwear.
Okay. But what if your ass sweats? That paper's gonna get soggy.
No, it absorbs it. It's beautiful.
Okay,
I have the sweatiest asshole in the history of mankind.
What if you wear your man pond and then for the rest of your life, every time Jason V looks at you, he thinks about your butthole having a little bit of toilet paper in there and he can't get it out of his.
You're not supposed to
thinking about it.
A few days ago, I was having sex with my wife and it fell out. When But I scooped that shit up and put it back in, while I was going at it.
Bro, you should have thrown her a curveball and put it in her asshole for fun.
I'm telling you, dude, it works wonders.
Somehow, me shitting a thong is the least embarrassing thing that has been discussed on this whole episode. No, also, let me say this about wearing a thong. If you fart in a thong, your butthole opens up and grabs it and pulls it in.
That's why you need a man pond, dude. I'm telling you.
Yo, this is crazy. I didn't know. I didn't know this was a thing that you did. How would I? But I'm glad we got honest. I mean,
if you're talking to me, I have toilet paper on against my asshole. Just think of that last.
If it makes you feel any better, man. This one time I was hooking up with this chick, and I went to finger her, and she had Bush from the '80s.
Hell yeah!
Kind of playing around in it, and I feel something, and I pull my hand back out, and there was a little ball of toilet paper that was stuck in her bush. That's
not purposeful, so that's kind of gross. The toilet paper against my anus has reason to be there.
Yo, so
you got one in right now?
Yes.
Yeah.
Right. Purposely put toilet paper in your ass. It's not weird.
Yeah. No, listen.
I think it's still weird.
I I have another.
Motherfucker sponsored by Brawny.
The quicker picker up.
The shitter picker upper.
You have to clean his underwear, though. I'm telling you.
I have another Jason's related asshole story
Let's hear it.
that we can tell. And it has to do with some of the first promo photos that we ever took. Me, 3D, and Hell were the only members of the band, and we go out to a pond that has no outlet, right? It's just a standing water.
It's like a sediment pond.
Yeah, it's green and shit, and we're there for like a few hours, neck deep, taking these cool photos, right? And it's hot as fuck. And then we get out and we're riding around in the van, hot as fuck. I'm in jeans, hot as fuck.
We had a
all
show that
fucking
night.
day. Play the show that night, hot as fuck, asshole sweaty, pond water between the butt cheeks.
Ugh.
And so a couple weeks go by and my ass starts itching real bad. And it's itching to the point where like I don't know how to
Yo, how
fucking
many
live.
knuckles deep were you in?
Oh no, listen.
Was it like
I was
double
like,
knuckler?
you know, like when I would wipe my ass, right?
You'd come.
No, it felt so good to scratch it that I was like wiping my ass 300 times and it was itching it, right? So I start getting to the place where
Motherfucker got wipe rash.
I'm standing in the fucking shower with the sprayer in my ass for like 40 minutes every day. And in the back of my mind, I keep thinking, you got to see a doctor. Well, I don't want to see a doctor because I don't want to look in my asshole, right? Now, I show my ass to everybody at the fucking show. I don't care. But then, I'm not kidding you. This is 100% true. I thought about killing myself instead of going to the doctor. And it made sense. But I couldn't because I really want our first record to come out. So I finally go to the doctor. You check in. The lady goes, "What are you here for?" I'm like, "I'm itchy." And she's like, "Where are you having the itch?" And I was like, "Well, it's all over my legs." And so I go into the doctor. I finally got to tell him, Dr. Horner, he's still my doctor to this day.
Dr. Horner looked in your asshole?
Dr. Horner. So he goes, "What's going on?" And I said, "My ass is really itchy. And I don't know what happened." And so he goes, "Well, let's have a look." And boys, I was so broken by this point. Because I was like, you know that Biggie, Notorious B.I.G. record, Ready to Die? That was me.
Yep.
I was fucking ready. Kill me. But I get there and he goes, "Well, bend over here and let's have a look." And I'm not kidding. You know the doctor table with the butcher paper and shit?
Yep.
Yeah.
I turn around, I pull my underwear down, and I was so broken that I bent over with such zest and such gusto that I slammed my face and head off of the table because I was just that broken. I was like, "Oh my God." And he's like, "Whoa, you okay?" I'm like, "Yeah." Holds my butt cheeks open and goes, he's holding them open. And he looks around me to the side and goes, "I don't see anything in there." And I was like, "It itches." And he's like, "You probably just got a fungal infection." He gave me some cream. I put it on, and I swear to fucking God, I put it on that day, immediately went away. And I was like, my fucking bowl of cornflakes was the best tasting bowl of cornflakes I had. A, a man had looked in my asshole and I survived. And B, my ass didn't itch anymore. I'm telling you what, boys, I was ready to kill myself. Thank God I'm still here. Dr. Horner saved my life.
Dr. Horner.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Doing God's work, Dr. Horner.
Yeah.
They don't ever let anybody tell you ass play ain't good for you.
Oh,
yeah.
oh my God.
I got fingered by a doctor once. And I don't think he needed to, but I was in college and he's like, I went in there because I think I had mono. So I don't know why he was looking at my ass, but like, he's like, "Pull your knees up to your chest." And I did. And he put his fingers in. I swear I can still feel it till today.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
Yo, that happened to me once since we're all being vulnerable and talking about this shit.
Yeah.
When I was like 14, I fell off a waterfall and broke my back.
Damn.
I got life flighted to the hospital.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
And, so first thing they do, they rush you into the room, right? You know, they start like, well, they already cut off all my clothes and everything and shit like that. And so like, they pull me in, they throw me onto the other table. the doctor or whoever the fuck it was, as soon as he walked in, he
Whatever
like
the fuck it was.
tilted me over, finger up the ass. Didn't even give me a courtesy wipe. Left me with lube on my ass.
It was the janitor.
It had to. I don't know. There was so many people in that room, man. It could have been Santa. I don't know. But fucking like, then I'm just like laying there, like broken back, blood gushing out of my head. It'd been not that bad at that point, but I'm laying in there, and mom comes in and she's like sitting there and comforting me. And whenever finally, like all the family and all the nurses and everyone leaves, first words to my mom was, "Why'd the doctor put a finger in my butt?"
Yeah.
He's like, that wasn't his finger.
Where is Dr. Longfingers now? Is he still living?
He's probably still at Children's Hospital in Pittsburgh.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Yo,
they were checking for internal bleeding.
It wasn't a finger, dude.
Yeah. We got Jason Hollywood here. What story about your ass you got, Hollywood?
Yeah.
Last week, I had a prostate exam.
No, you did
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've been having trouble with the ball.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's right. You did have balls.
I went to the emergency room, had trouble with the ball. I'm at the emergency room. I saw 10 different people, all of them female.
Yeah, right, of course.
Not one guy to look at my ball. Give me a little comfort. No. So we got to do a follow-up. And I'm there. I'm like, hey, while we're there, you want to, she's like, all right.
Wait.
You asked for it.
I did.
Wait, that was like extracurricular stuff? Like,
yeah, I asked her, will you stick your finger up my ass? She goes, well, sir, that's called a prostate exam.
Yeah.
Like, I'll take one of them.
Yeah.
I got one behind Dairy Queen once. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah. That's usually $80. Damn,
of course,
that's nice.
it's attractive.
Yeah.
4 more there.
4 more what?
Women.
And they all
You had
put
4 women in your asshole?
You got fingered by 4 women at the same time?
2 trips to a doctor, 14 women.
Yeah.
That's fucking hot, dude.
Only 1 finger.
And then he
But
found
the
out
nails were an inch long.
he found out he went to the women's clinic by accident.
I'm menopausal. It's an age thing.
Yeah.
Wait, you said bald. You only have 1 testicle?
I do now.
Okay. Gotcha.
Yo, what if you
That's what I had to give up to join this.
Truth is, Pete stuck too hard and swallowed it.
Yeah. No, he got confused. The band that has no balls is Masked Intruder, and he thought he was joining them. So
I have 2 good friends who have 1 testicle, so it's all good.
Who?
do they share it?
To get
No, we had to pass it around. It's like they have custody of it. Like one of them gets it every other weekend.
Yeah. And then another ball sack comes into the picture, and the testicle feels all threatened. Crazy.
Oh fuck, we're getting canceled and I'm getting divorced after
Did they
this.
put-
fucking episode.
you got a fake one in there now? Like you got a spacer in there?
But there's 3.
You got 3 testicles?
Yes.
That's
Oh.
awesome.
One's the growth
Oh,
that I had checked out.
We call it Belial.
Yeah.
The basket case.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. You don't watch movies. You wouldn't need
No,
that
I have no
reference.
idea. But she was hot.
Well, there you go. Fucking.
So made up for it.
So wait, out of this room, how many people like a finger up your ass during sex? Because I'm not about that life.
I've never had it. I'll put a finger in it. I've never had. So here, listen, man. Like I'm fucking fat.
Okay.
I sweat.
Okay.
I sweat all day.
I'm with you, man. I'm with you.
I sweat while I'm fucking. I sweat while I'm shitting.
Yeah.
I sweat while I'm sweating, man.
That's
I
all
don't-
I'm watching TV.
Yeah. No girl's tongue or fingers going near my crack. Like, it could be the best thing ever, but I can't do that to a woman. That's abuse.
Maybe you need Ron's man
Man, I'm telling you,
maybe you feel better about yourself.
this is going to change the world. My product.
Yeah. There's gonna be a lot more rim jobs.
There is, because
Yeah.
I'm telling you. I had an ex that would try to do that shit once.
Rim Ron.
Yeah.
Rim
No, the fact that it fell out during sex is the funniest thing ever.
She has no idea. She has no
Yeah,
idea that I
you
do
gotta-
that every day. And
She
and
does
I remember
now.
I was like, doing my thing, and I was like, something feels different.
Man, you gotta clench more, man. I got like
I
IBS.
know.
and shit. I'm always worried about shit in the bed while I'm fucking.
Yeah, but when you're fucking, you're like, it's like you're twerking. You know what I mean? So like, that shit just kind of like, I'm so getting divorced. I don't get whatever.
Yo, man, this is the third time talking to us. You ain't been divorced yet. I think you're fine.
That's true. That's true. Yeah.
But I think I can't believe you got it back in without her knowing.
Oh, I scooped it up real fast and stuck it right back
Wait,
in.
are you talking about the dick or the man plug thing?
The man pond.
Yeah.
Well, what she's not telling us is she wasn't even awake during this
Yo, imagine it falls out in your sleep and she wakes up and grabs it.
Whoa, do you sleep with it in? You sleep with it
Yo, Ron, you're gonna pop like a balloon, my brother.
when does it come out?
When I shower, I take it out. Sometimes I forget. Sometimes when I shower, I forget it's in there and I have to take it. I just stick it to the wall in the shower.
Yo, I immediately imagine, it's like us long hairs, the water gets our hair out, we'll like put it on the wall and twirl it around or whatever.
Yeah, it's like a little thing of toilet paper with a little brown.
So Ron just has a little bit of wall in his shower filled with shitty toilet paper.
Looks like stucco and shit. Yeah.
It's like a fucked up art installation of Ron's shit.
Yo. This is insane. I can't even imagine how you pitch this on Shark Tank. You come out and pull it out.
Is there like an instructional video or a live performance? Or
I'm working on it. I don't know how I'm gonna announce it.
You have to have like man pond athletic for like runners and shit that stays.
Yeah.
It'll like, because don't tampons have like the wings and shit? Like you're gonna have wings on your man pond,
dude. If you're standing up, it stays in easily. Like you don't have to do anything. You're at
the gym, though.
What's that?
What if you're doing squats at the gym?
You just got to clench your asshole.
Yeah.
Yo, you let it fall out and then you pick it back up, and that's a
with your ass.
Kegel kind of with your ass. Yeah.
You're like, who the fuck is who blew shit out their nose? Why is there?
It's like, yo, fuck trying to tie a cherry stem into a knot. Show me what you can pick up with your asshole, Ron.
Fuck yeah.
Man pond. There you go.
Dude.
You got to wear a thong while you're doing squats in the gym.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
That's what keeps it in.
Get out of there. Yeah, never get that shit.
Yeah, we're a band.
Where do we go from here?
We play music.
Yeah, what the fuck? Yeah.
Happy 3rd year anniversary. You know all about fucking Ron's asshole now.
It's funny because my mother-in-law was just like, "Hey, I love your podcast. I'm gonna start listening every week."
Yo, dude, every show you go to from now on, people are gonna be like, "Oh, there's Ron. He's got toilet paper in his ass."
They're gonna know about it. Yeah.
Whatever.
We're gonna be on stage in DC. Looking down at you, and all I can think about is toilet paper in your ass.
That's right. You know what my tidy whities don't have? Skid marks because of my man pond. So
none of my underwear has skid marks either because I don't shit myself, Ron.
Yeah, none of my underwear have skid marks either because I don't wear underwear that a 3-year-old would wear. Why are you wearing tidy whities? What the fuck is happening?
Yeah. What are you, like a dad from the 50s or some shit?
There's a way to not get skid marks in your tidy whities.
You wear boxers?
Tidy whities. What are you doing?
You wear boxers?
Yeah, I wear the like real tight ones.
Briefs.
Boxer briefs?
Yeah, boxer briefs.
When I went on tour, I just quit. And I found out that the queers also don't wear underwear, and that's
I don't wear underwear anymore either, to be honest with you.
It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah. I gotta wear underwear, man. It feels when I've tried to rock the commando life, and I'm so worried about like my zipper coming down and my dick coming out.
Yeah.
And like, plus I'm fat. I've blown out several pairs of jeans in my day.
Yeah.
I don't want to just be like, I don't want to sit down at Kohl's and next thing you know, feel a cold breeze on my nuts.
Why would you be sitting down at Kohl's? It's a fine establishment for shopping, but I've never sat down.
I'm fat, man. I gotta sit down sometimes.
You get tired buying your dress shirt at Kohl's? Have a sit down? What the fuck?
I don't even think we have Kohl's around here.
You don't have to wear underwear if you have a man
Kohl's came out.
That's right. You don't have to wear underwear.
You don't have to wear underwear. That's the beauty of a man pond. You save money on underwear because all you have to have is that little asshole covered. As long as the anus is covered.
So listen here, man. If your asshole's leaking, your dick's leaking too. Don't be lying. You're just pissing everywhere now.
I mean, you get drips,
Yeah, that doesn't smell as bad.
Yeah, but piss doesn't smell that bad, so you just let it go.
I know this is an audio podcast, but the way Matt looked whenever he was just like, it doesn't smell that bad, like as if it was
He
just
was like,
I can just see Ron now on Shark Tank, explaining the whole thing and then being like, as a matter of fact, I'm wearing one right now.
He turns around. And the ass is like out of his pants.
yeah.
No, listen,
Spread my
I
cheeks. Yeah.
have another story about leaky dick. Hold on. It's kind of. So
you got a leaky dick?
No, but listen, what happened? I'm at work the other day, right? I'm at work the other day, and I work as a very professional human being, right?
Mhm.
Right? Like obviously not wearing a thong and shitting it is not my everyday job. So I'm at work. I get there in the morning. I work like 11 hours a day, right? Right. So I sit down and I'm taking a shit and I'm pissing at the same time and I'm not paying attention. Well, the trajectory of my dick was not exactly like, it wasn't in the toilet. It wasn't out of the toilet. It was the perfect angle to go through the little space between the seat and the toilet bowl. So I'm pissing in my underwear, which are around my ankles, and I don't realize it.
Yep.
And then I get up to leave and I pull my pants up and I realize I've pissed inside of my whole fucking pants and underwear at the very first hour of the day.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So I had to go commando the rest of the day.
Yo, I'll follow that up.
Oh yeah.
I didn't even tell you this yet,
Shit.
but so V has a story about clogging up the toilet so bad, and the only way to unclog it was to shove your hand in there and just duck fuck it.
I had with a garbage bag on my hand, by the way.
So that happened to me.
Yeah,
it happened to me recently.
You had to. Now, did you put a garbage bag on your hand?
There was no garbage bag.
Would you?
I had to raw dog it.
No.
So here's the thing. The way it worked out is I got lucky. There was no turds in the bowl. So someone blew it up before me, and then I went in and blew
raw dog somebody else's shit.
No, there was no shit in the bowl. I'm not making that up. I don't know how the fuck it worked out. I think I just put too much toilet paper in after somebody else did, because it was like it kind of flushed and turds were gone and everything. But then water just coming. I'm not saying it wasn't shit free, but there was no turds.
Oh, there was shit water. Yeah.
Shit water, but no turds.
Yeah.
So I'm freaking the fuck out. There's no plunger here. Can't use a garbage bag. I'm sitting there. I'm like, this is what I went through.
Yeah.
And I was like, I can't leave.
Jason V, by the way.
But anyway, yeah, so that's what Jason V was going through.
Yeah, that's what Jason V was going through.
And so finally I was like, I got to try this. And there was nothing. So I put my hand in the water for nothing. So I freaked the fuck out and I was like, I just accept defeat.
Yeah.
I just accept defeat. I go out to the sink. I start washing my hands. I'm scrubbing the fuck out of this whole arm, not just the hand, not just nothing. Scrubbing the fuck out of this hand. And you know what I hear?
Yeah.
Bitch flushed naturally.
Yeah.
It just gave up eventually. So shit hand for nothing.
That's a great sound.
Shit hand for nothing.
Yo, and my shit hand thing, what happened was I had like he said, I had a garbage bag on my hand and I'm pushing it down. And then it's late at night. I'm the only person in the fucking cardiac rehab. I used to work at a hospital and I'm closing it down. Right. So I'm the only person in there. And then I hear this. It's the fucking night watchman coming through. And I'm standing there in the bathroom with a shit covered garbage bag, praying to God he doesn't come in and find me. He never did. And he didn't know. It was like fucking Metal Gear Solid and shit. He walked right by the door and I'm standing in there, door closed, with a shit covered drippy ass garbage bag. And he never looked in the room. And I was like, thank God, because how are you going to explain that?
There's no that's
take me to jail, officer.
Yeah, I'm trying to steal somebody's shit.
Yeah.
It'd be a shitty crime.
Yeah. Got left holding the bag and shit. Yeah.
Damn.
We were banned.
Yeah, we're banned.
Yeah, we play music.
Oh yeah, the band. Yeah,
host a podcast about music.
This is a podcast about punk rock and assholes.
So, to be fair, our hit song is "Asshole."
That's
Yeah.
true.
That's
Yeah.
true. That's
There
true.
we go.
That's true.
Good call. Yeah, good call, man.
Yep. Toilet paper stuffed asshole. Dude, it's magical. I'm telling you. You guys start doing it.
I would rather have a doctor put his finger up my butt, I think.
No, it feels nice. I'm feeling it right now.
Dude, you know what? I'm telling you right now, I would feel it all day.
It's beautiful.
I'm gonna go put one in. I'll be right back.
I would know that it's there, and it would bother me so fucking
No,
bad.
you would love it. You would be like, you know what? I don't have to gamble on a shit or a fart. I could just go because it's there.
No,
It's
man.
that-
To me, that sounds uncomfortable as like wearing a long sleeve shirt.
No,
and a
it's
hoodie.
not. Trust me, it's not.
I don't
You don't even
believe.
know it's. You don't even feel it, but you have the confidence. The confidence it gives you, without the discomfort.
Is there like certain kinds of toilet paper that are better than others, or do you
No,
have?
it doesn't matter. You know, you just
No,
gotta
no, no,
roll
no,
it
no,
up.
no, no, no. That definitely matters, man.
I
Like,
feel like it does.
if I'm gonna shove something in my ass to prevent shitting, we're going Charmin, man.
So it's not in your asshole, right? It's against your asshole, and then you shut your cheeks, and your cheeks keep it there all day, and it stays against your asshole. Gravity / butt cheeks do the job for you.
I can't believe I went to the bathroom and we're still talking about
How
this.
long has this has been? An hour.
I'm gonna be a billionaire because for this shit.
Yo, are we gonna get to write the jingle for it?
Yes, yes, you are. As a matter of fact, yes.
I need to make a good name for it, then you guys can write the jingle.
Yeah. I love this, man.
Ron's got a clean asshole, and so can
Hell
you.
yeah.
No, because it's a Jason song. It'd be like, well, your asshole is sweaty, so take your machete and cut you off a little piece.
Yeah.
Take
Oh, yeah.
it, motherfucker, and shove it between your cheeks.
Hold
and
up.
shit. Yeah.
So, like, this got to be like, this is like worse than like Dr. Squatch. So we got to
Yeah.
do shit like them, be like man pads, pine wood scented,
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
smoked brisket scented.
Yeah,
Ooh,
smoke.
smoked brisket.
Yeah.
I'm hungry now.
Okay.
That's awesome.
Smells so good when it falls out during fucking your wife. She eats it.
That brisket
Yo,
anus, dude.
If
Fuck
you
yeah.
make it pumpkin spice, all these fucking horror punk chicks will eat that shit right up.
I'm drinking pumpkin beer right now. I would fucking lick a pumpkin spice asshole for sure.
Yeah. Fucking the TB monstrosity man pun. You could get people to fucking endorse your shit, man. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Everybody can have their own model.
How about this? We did just start a secondary podcast. It's a sports podcast, but Ron's got this now.
Yeah.
I actually have been using the Pine Tar Dr. Squatch soap,
Yeah.
and we've
Well-
got the pumpkin beer, and that said sports podcast could use a jingle.
Oh, we got you. Yeah. What's it called?
OBH Sports.
That's a terrible name. OBH. Oh, our brains hurt. Okay. I was like,
Yeah.
what the fuck is OBH? Some football team or some shit?
Yo, I wish I could find the picture. I had this picture for years, and now it's just gone all of a sudden. But there's a picture of Jason V trying to throw a football,
Oh, yeah. It's terrible.
and it's not good.
You know what it looks like? Somebody trying to throw a football that ain't never done so.
No, so here the best part is he's trying to throw a football, but it looks like he's falling backwards trying to catch a football with one hand.
And I'm all shriveled up, double chin and shit because I'm mid action. It's terrible.
And then you got the old Jason Hell, and he's like super into it,
yeah,
like ready, like, oh man, about to go for a touchdown.
yeah. And I took that photo and I kept photoshopping myself into other sports and saying that I beat Rico Mortis, the drummer for Children of October at sports all the time.
That dude's cool as shit. Yeah.
That was the ongoing joke of that entire run.
Yeah.
Was like Jason V would slightly walk faster into the mall,
Yep.
and then tell everyone that he beat Rico at a foot race.
prove me wrong, bitch. Boom. Yeah.
It's on camera.
Yeah. it is on camera.
You sure got there before him.
No, we're doing that jingle, boys. We're gonna get it. I'll Google some
Awesome.
fucking sport. See, I
Like,
grew up
sports.
Well, no,
Ball.
Yeah.
Balls.
Ass. Napkins.
Like all the football and like baseball and ESPN and all that, they always have like chanting songs.
We're gonna do a Gary Glitter parody, but you know that kind of
rape
vibe.
children, hey!
No, I said
rape children, hey!
Not
Yo,
the
he's
original.
free. He's out of jail.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, I'll bet some of his victims need a man pawn. That's a whole market you could fucking
Who's that?
Gary Glitter's
Glitter.
fucking victims.
Oh, Gary Glitter. Yeah.
Yeah. Listen, no, what was I gonna say? I had a really important thing I was gonna say about your sports podcast. I don't remember. But we're gonna do the jingle. We're gonna do it.
Are you guys gonna do a whole thing about the guy dating Taylor Swift now?
We haven't
I don't
talked
know.
about that. I guess
We haven't
could,
talked about it. Yeah.
It's all over TikTok. If it's on TikTok, you need to get on it.
Yo, let me tell you, here's a sports thing. I grew up in Cleveland, Ohio, right? Right.
And poop is brown.
Oh, the Browns are brown. The Browns are the fucking worst team of all time.
The Cleveland Man Ponds. That's
Yo, Man Pond Stadium.
Yeah.
The Cleveland Browns.
Man Pond Stadium.
Bro,
Dun. It's like live from Man Pond Stadium.
yo, listen.
It's gotta be fart noises.
Explain to me. Tell me something about this sport, right? About this team. They're called the Browns.
Mm-hmm.
They get in a room together to come up with their mascot, and somebody goes, orange helmet, and they all say, good idea.
It's horrible. I know.
Anyway,
You know what? What's funny is he mentioned that, pretty recently.
Yeah.
And I was like, no, the logo is a bulldog.
No.
And he was like, no, the bulldog's wearing an orange helmet because the orange helmet's the logo.
Yeah, the bulldog is something that the fans were like, our orange helmet sucks. Let's be something cool. Bulldog.
Right.
The Browns, fucking orange helmet. Did you know the New York Knicks are actually the Knickerbockers? Do you know that? You guys didn't
Yeah.
know that?
Yeah.
I'm a Knicks fan. Yeah.
That's a sock.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, that makes sense because you got the White Sox and the Red Sox.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah,
And now you got the Knicks socks.
yeah. But I was going to tell you, 3D and Hollywood. I bet you guys don't know this either. There's a fucking awesome movie that the Cleveland Browns, when Bernie Kosar was their quarterback, made called Masters of the Gridiron. Bernie Kosar gets a concussion, right? He falls, like he gets knocked out on the field, wakes up in a fantasy D&D universe and fights Tiny Tim, who's an evil wizard. You got to watch it. It's on YouTube. Masters of the Gridiron.
This is a real thing.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. He's the villain. And like all the football players play barbarians and they're all dumb as fuck. And so like they're trying to deliver their lines like to the death and they can barely say it. It is awesome. It's on YouTube.
it's
right
all that
now.
Cleveland water they've been drinking, man.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Shit. All right. Listen. So.
What, you're going to try to be professional now?
No. I can't be professional after admitting that I currently have a toilet paper against my asshole.
Yeah.
Yeah, so hold on. Let's do a checklist.
Yeah.
We've all had a finger in our ass.
No. Well, no.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I have it.
No.
My own.
Yeah.
The doctor didn't. He said, you thought he said everything was clear. So he just looked in your ass.
He just had a look.
Oh, that's a visual finger.
What do you mean that look? How do you look at an asshole?
He
Like,
spread my butt cheeks and he just took a gander.
What you're at?
When
You
you've been
can't look at an asshole by spreading your butt cheeks. You got to fucking.
when you've been practicing as long as
What kind
Dr.
of asshole you
you
got?
can eyeball it and know what's going on. Fucking Dr. Horner. Dr. Horner's been practicing a long time. He knows,
Yeah.
he knows a swamp asshole when he sees one.
That dude Superman? God damn.
Yeah. He's not this amateur that had to fucking stick his whole hand up a young child's ass to tell that his back
yeah,
was
man.
broken.
That motherfucker treated me like I was Kermit.
Yeah. He was a dare. One of the other doctors was like, I bet you won't go stick your hand up that kid's ass and tell him his back how he's bleeding.
3D, what the hell did he do? He like stuck his fingers up your butt and he was like, this kid's back is broken.
Yeah. That's what happened, man. But then I found out I was in a Catholic church.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got a cold. I can fit 3 fingers up there.
I used to work with the doctor. I'm not kidding. I won't say this doctor's name. But, like doctors have to do like what they call a history and physical. And this doctor, he was like super old and didn't give a fuck. And I swear to God, he would come down and go, I heard him do it over and over. He'd come down and do his H&P and I'd hear him in the room and he'd go in and go, how are you? Does your belly hurt? And they would say no, and he would fucking leave. And that was all he ever did. Like, the belly ache will tell you whether or not you're dying. I heard a doctor do this numerous times. Not as good as Dr. Horner. Dr. Horner look at your ass, be like, go, here's some cream. Heal your ass.
Look into your asshole. That's all.
Yeah. Yo, Jason 3D just left, so it's me in Hollywood. What do you need from us? Let's get professional while we got
What do the Jasons have going on these days? What are you up to?
So I guess the next thing in the works right now, we are working on our next album cycle. And for us, like as an independent band, the way the album cycle works is like we kind of like move our gimmick and our image into that territory. Then we do a single, and then we do the record. So our new record's called Satan Sells, and it's the first record. It's going to have clearly New Hollywood on it. Who's this will be his first recording with the Jasons. He's also writing all this with us and stuff. And right now, I think the plan is we're going to do a single with Mom's Basement, but it's going to be like a maxi single. So like straight up, the price of vinyl pressing's so weird right now that you can either do a 7-inch or a 12-inch, and it's kind of the same deal. So our idea is we're going to do like a 4-song 12-inch record with one side etched or screen printed. We don't know, but it's going to be like the song Satan Sells. And then either we got a couple other contenders. One song is called Baphomet Make Me Come, and the other one's called Nights in Satan Service. I don't know what's going to be the B-side, and then maybe like a live recording or something. So that's our next goal. And then probably like 2024 Satan Sells. But essentially we start touring. Like our tour that we just did was like the Satan Sells like pre-tour. So all the imagery's changed, all the, we're starting to integrate songs and stuff. So, I mean, that's kind of what we're doing. But like, again, like we don't really have the luxury of like, go record the record, go press up the record, go do the merch, and then release the record. So like our album cycle starts as it did with Blood in the Streets, like way before the record comes out. So you'll probably get 12-inch record and like some single releases. But I don't know, we're pretty excited, man. Satan Sells for us, like it's like a change in a little bit of a change in sound. And I think finally hammering home what the Jasons are in terms of like, we're doing like a record about marketing and gimmicks and the idea of like, old fucking punks trying to still be edgy and old metalheads trying to be edgy by worshiping Satan or pretending to worship Satan when literally every bored housewife is doing a look at my witch's coven with my little kid's photo shoot, and we've just sucked all the coolness and evilness out of what used to be Satan and turned it into something that's the equivalent of like Ed Hardy with your Black Craft cult and stuff. So our new record's kind of like a commentary on that, and I think we figured out like the Jasons are kind of like, we're not a horror punk band, man. We're a band about the idea of like fame and marketing and like a satire. And like, I feel very personally like this record hammers that home a lot more so than anything else has, but also satanic imagery is cool. So we fucking, we're just jumping the shark as much as possible with that. Like there will be no more upside down crosses at any show than ours. There will be no more spikes and leather at any show than ours, except for maybe Niflheim.
Yeah, I was explaining all that to someone recently, and they're like, "Oh, you guys are just, that's low hanging fruit. You guys making fun of satanic stuff and all that."
That fucking guy.
Yeah, that guy. And like, I even tried to explain like we're making fun of ourselves too here. Like we grew up on Motley Crue and fucking Slayer and all that shit. Like we're just as guilty as the next guy. We're just less dorky about it.
Yeah, man. I think if anybody out here thinks that wearing an upside down cross is offending anybody, you're fucking delusional. Because like you can fly that shit in front of a 70-year-old church lady and it doesn't even register at this point. So let's stop pretending like, it's the same deal as like Fat Mike getting up there and like being like, hey, like you preaching to everybody who literally agrees with you. So what you're saying is not edgy, and we understand that. We missed the days when Satan was like, back in the 80s, man, you bought a fucking Molly Crew record, you were pretty sure the devil was going to come and like fucking take your soul. It just doesn't exist anymore. So why not do a little commentary about the fact that, again, satanic imagery right now is the exact equivalent of, like I said, it's the new Fox Racing shirt. Nobody gives a fuck. It's innocuous. But at the same time, it's pretty fucking cool, and you can't deny that we look like badasses in our armor and shit.
No, damn right.
And we're also playing around with the idea too of like the Knights in Satan's service being like almost like we call ourselves the inverted Inquisition. So like anybody who's not fucking, anybody who's not using drugs, we got to kill you now. So we flipped the Jason script, and it's really just a good excuse to sing about evil shit and also acknowledge that it's dumb.
Yeah.
Well, I know. I can't wait to hear it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, man. We're pretty excited. We've got a handful of like demos and like a lot of other songs in the works, but we're not like rushing to get it sort of finished right now because just there's like other shit going on and like probably next year. And I mean, we went through a pretty big member change in terms of like when Hollywood joined, like when we did Blood in the Streets, we basically had a member changeover and then immediately recorded the record. So like when we went on Blood in the Streets, it was basically done. Now, old Hollywood contributed like his solos and stuff, but for the most part, all the leads were done. All the songs were written. This record, we kind of didn't want to do that because old Hollywood left, right about the same time that it was like, if we were going to do what we had planned, we would be recording the record now. And it's like, nah, man, we want, this Hollywood to be able to put his stamp on it. Cause like that's always been something we wanted. The transition just didn't happen. Old Hollywood got to put his stamp a little bit more on his work on some of the like singles and stuff, but we don't want to make the mistake of like A, recording a record with a guy who's on his way out, or B, recording a record with a dude who doesn't get to write anything. So, plus we're trying to push towards a more like heavy metal vibe. Maybe it's still pop punk, but Ramones shit will always be there, but a little bit more Wasp influence.
Nice.
I mean, it'll be in the same vein of like how Blood in the Streets was.
Yeah, probably if you liked songs like Red Blooded American Punk Rock, you got a little bit more of that in store for you, but still lots of down and still poppy and stuff,
Hell yeah. I'm ready for it.
Yeah, man.
Hell yeah. So we've asked you, I'm sure we've asked you these 3 questions that we ask everybody before. Have we asked?
Man, have we done this? I don't know if it ever got to that.
So, all right. So we ask every guest, and especially New Hollywood, like, we know obviously you haven't answered these, but you guys, if you have.
Is it the Mount Rushmore question?
Yeah. But we're going to do it differently this time. So the first question is, if you were on death row, what would your final meal be?
Oh, I already know.
Shoot.
You want me to go? Okay. My final meal on death row would be pizza rolls, Totino's, prepared exactly like this. It says not to put them in the microwave. Put them in the microwave 7.5 minutes until they're blackened. Not totally.
7.5 minutes.
7.5 minutes in the microwave until they're so crispy that the shit in the middle doesn't burn you anymore. And that's how it's like sending your pizza rolls. Like,
I thought you ate your pizza rolls barely cooked. Like,
no,
with ice still on.
No. You send your pizza rolls back. You cook them so long that the shit in the middle gets hard and it no longer burns. That's when they're good. That's my last. We got Hollywood.
Oh, I didn't even know it existed till we had it. But a burrito from Buc-ee's.
Oh fuck.
Oh yeah.
Buc-ee's. Yeah.
Man.
And some Reese's Pieces.
Yeah. He's a Reese's fan.
Nice.
Nice.
I want a buffet of various fried cheeses.
Fried cheese. Hell yeah.
And French fries.
Lots of potatoes.
Yeah, a lot of potatoes and a lot of fried cheese.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah. All right. Second question is, now that you're dead because you've been killed, you could take your ashes and turn it into a vinyl record of your choice. They actually do that now. So if you were going to have your ashes eternalized on a record of your choice, which one would you pick?
Oh my God. The classic answer would be Our Own record, but instead I'm going to go with Mortuary Drape, All the Witches Dance, because on the cover of A, that's my favorite band. B, on the cover of Mortuary Drapes, All the Witches Dance, there's an actual dead body. So the only way to top that is by putting actual dead body in the record.
Cool.
Mm-hmm.
You got Hollywood.
The W song by Bert from Sesame Street.
Oh,
Hell yeah.
Like as a single?
a 10-inch.
That's all
right.
you need.
Yeah.
The whole family can listen to
Want me
it.
to
That's
sing it?
definitely the first time that's
we're
been said.
good.
right now.
I think you
We
should
good.
sing it. Yeah.
Oh, what is the letter we love? What sound are we extra fond of? It's not any trouble, you know it's a W when you hear whoop, 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 whoop. Yeah, ashes.
That is the worst thing I've ever heard.
You'd buy my record.
That's the best thing I ever heard.
It's fair. The whole family
We
can
could only
listen.
buy your record though, because we'd be so happy you were dead.
Yeah.
No, that's not true. You got to record our record first.
That's right. That's right. So I guess that leaves me.
Which Kiss record is it?
Well, so there's I'm thinking about that because it would have to be a Kiss record for me, man, you know. But you know, at the end of the day, I'm going to have to go with the Kiss Revenge, man. It's one of my favorite records. It is, if not my favorite. But it also came out the year that I was born. So there's that, you know, life and death, you know, born and going away and dying.
Full circle kind of thing.
Poetic.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, I like that. You know what? I don't know why I thought this, but there is one other record that I think would be good, and I think you might agree with me. Church of the Cosmic Skull.
Yeah.
Because when we die, we are 100% going wherever they go.
Oh yeah.
That's our religion, by the way. Other than fake Satanism, we are members of the Church of the Cosmic Skull.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
I think they worship the Cosmic Skull.
Oh, okay, yeah, we worship.
Yeah. That if you've never looked into that band, they are fucking amazing. It's just like, I don't know, a little bit of psychedelic rock and roll, a little bit of just groove. Like it's not really metal.
It's congregation songs.
Yeah,
you know,
and it's like the songs maybe have 5 words to them.
Yeah.
And it's just they're a cult, and it's just like their songs are about like him being the leader of the cult and all this stuff, and it's just they fucking get it.
They are their songs are like incredibly open to interpretation and existential at the same time. Like they have the song, their number one on Spotify is just you never wake up in a cold sweat. No, you never talk about it. You never talk about it. You never talk about it anymore. Whatever the fuck that means, I don't know, but I had a goddamn spiritual awakening watching that band live.
Like you never wake up in a cold sweat. Typically, when you wake up in a cold sweat, you're like scared or nervous or anxious or something, right?
Maybe you're having a sex dream. I don't know.
Yeah.
Dude, the pictures of these guys are epic.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah.
And they all go by like it's Brother William and Brother Bill.
Yeah,
I
are actually in a cult.
Yeah, I got it. The jingle for your fucking asshole cleaner thing. You never wake up with a cold spot. No, you never talk about it because you're wearing your man pawn.
Oh yeah.
Yo, and brother, I think Brother Bill's the one that sings. They wear all white, so he can be playing the jingle, and then he can turn around and there's a brown spot on his back.
That's why they wear all white.
No, he is tampon.
Oh, I thought they were going to be ambassadors. They could be like, "Hey, this is Brother Bill from Church of the Cosmic Skull. The way we're able to keep all of our white gear clean is because we put fucking toilet paper in our ass." And now that we have man pawn with wings, it won't fall while you're fucking your wife. But most people, other than Ron, whose dick must be fucking huge, or your wife doesn't know you got toilet paper in your ass. My thing is, And anybody else that tries that shit ain't getting pussy. But then apparently something keeps her coming back. I don't know. It's not the fucking toilet paper in your butthole, but
Last question. So this is coming out on October 1st. I know you guys are horror fans. What is your Mount Rushmore of horror movies? You get 5 movies because you get a Crazy Horse too. So if you were going to put horror movies on your Mount Rushmore, what would they be?
All right. So I'll say number 1 horror movie on my Mount Rushmore is Lucio Fulci's Zombie, aka Zombie 2, depending on Zombie with an I or Zombie 2. I'm then gonna go with the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre. That was the first movie I ever saw when I was 8 years old. It traumatized me. I'm going to go with the greatest slasher movie of all time, The Burning by Tony Maylam. Because for me, that's better than Friday the 13th. People always ask me what my favorite Friday the 13th movie, and I always say, yeah, part 5. But the best camp slasher movie by far is The Burning. Not to mention he uses the hedge clippers, which for me is the most menacing weapon.
It's called The Burning?
Yeah, The Burning. Okay. Brilliant movie. Actually came out, I believe, was filmed about the same time that the original Friday the 13th was filmed. So it was almost like they didn't even realize. I could be wrong. Maybe it was Friday too, but Tom Savini does the special effects.
Oh, sweet.
It's like some of his best work. Back in the day when you couldn't find the movie, except for like ordering an old VHS copy, I kept hearing people say, the raft scene, the raft scene, the raft scene. I finally got to see the raft scene. It lives up to it. So if you were listening to this and you haven't watched it, go on YouTube and type in the raft scene, The Burning, and you'll be excited. Other than that, I'm gonna go with I like folk horror shit a lot. So I'm gonna go with the Blood on Satan's Claw. Couldn't remember the name. And last but not least, and probably my favorite movie maybe of all time, really, when I think about it, is the original The Ring, Ringu, whatever. No matter what fucking great movie you watch, it's amazing to see how much that movie has influence. I just watched this movie Cobweb, and I'm watching it going, this is just the fucking Ring. It's just the fucking Ring. So many movies rip that off. That one's the fucking masterpiece. So, and Jason Hollywood is I think going to take a piss. So they said
I gotta redo my toilet.
He's gonna fix his man pond. So 5 movies, Mount Rushmore of horror movies.
5 movies of Mount Rushmore. Oh man, that just represent me.
Just your favorites.
Yeah.
I feel like I've got in my head which ones they are, and I'll bet you I'm gonna play my own game of trivia and see if you mention all of them.
So I do feel like I need to say is it obligatory?
Obligatory.
Yeah. Friday the 13th Part 3.
Okay.
Yeah. See, it's so hard because it's like there's so many movies that I love and that are so fun and fucked up and shit like that. But so yeah, Friday the 13th Part 3, I gotta throw that up there. And then like I need to represent, Predator and Alien in some way. So like maybe I'll say AVP to cover both. But that's controversial because a lot of people don't like those movies.
Yeah.
But
they're all right.
Yeah. Of the 2 monsters though, I love the Predator, man. I'm always gonna love the Predator. So we'll go Predator. We'll go Friday the 13th Part 3. And then God, this is fucking hard, man. I gotta throw John Wick up there because John Wick's fucking amazing.
Is that a horror movie though?
We're all horror. We're all horror.
Yeah.
Oh, well then I'm gonna throw Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the original. Or Part 2. There.
Yo, I had the original in mind, so if you go with Part 2, we've covered all the best.
All right,
ones.
so we'll do Texas Chainsaw Massacre Part 2.
Boom, we're
Friday the 13th Part 3. Well, and see, this goes back to Predator's not really a horror movie either.
I count it's a slasher movie.
Yeah. I think you can count it. The first one at least.
So that's 3. I got 2 more I need to put down.
Yeah.
There's an all-time classic that's like a good bonding thing for me and V, and that's Dear God No.
Yeah.
That always goes down. That's always on my mind. That's one of those movies that I tell people about all the time. And then let's throw out Basket Case to represent, or Frankenhooker. Like, just,
I love hearing Basket Case.
yeah, I fucking love that dude. I always get his name wrong.
Frank Henenlotter.
Yeah, Henenlotter. I always get his last name wrong. But yeah, I think that's a good representation of who I am.
Yeah. Yo, good question is, does Jason Hollywood? I don't think Hollywood fucks with horror movies at all. Do you?
Oh, really?
Might be able to name 5.
Name 5 movies. Name 5 that you know.
All right, here you go.
He's looking around the room here.
No, Nightmare on Elm Street 3.
Number 1, you're out of the band. Boom.
No, just in the band. What's scarier than Dokken?
That's true. Okay.
You know.
But you had Vinnie Vincent in Dream Warriors. And the Dream Warrior.
Oh, that's not that. He's in 5. Love Kills, bro.
Oh, Love Kills. That's right.
Yeah.
Who was
I
that?
like
Was
Honey.
that Dokken? I was singing the Dokken one. Wasn't
Yeah,
I?
you're singing.
I like
That's-
Honey, so the Candyman.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, I love Candyman. Yeah.
You like buttered sausage?
No.
That's an internet meme that
That's Busey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I do remember a movie late 70s, early 80s. It was called Silent Scream.
Yeah.
I do remember as a kid, it scared the absolute shit out of me. I saw it in a theater.
Yeah. Cool.
And there was just someone in an attic, and I don't remember much more.
Yeah.
But it was evil. That's 3.
That's
Yeah, you got 2 more.
Than you thought I was gonna name.
Yo, you know my favorite part of Candyman is during the lineup. It always kills me because there's like, hey, you looking for Candyman, bitch. Hey, and then one dude has the most booming, like, we're here looking for Candyman. And I'm like, that dude should have been Candyman. I mean, that dude's voice is like, I'm fucking terrified. Like that dude had one bit part, and I've never fucking forgotten that guy. That movie ruled. Yeah, Candyman's good. Yeah, you guys like the Candyman sequel or the Candyman remake they just did?
It's all right.
Yeah, it was all right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm going to see The Exorcist, the second Exorcist, and next weekend. But I'm super
this
excited
one-
about it.
The new Exorcist is just like the new Candyman. It's not a remake. It's like a reboot sequel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking of that, what did you guys think of the new Evil Dead?
I liked it a lot. I thought that what the funny thing is like the worst part was the climax. Like
Yep.
Spoiler alert for anyone who hasn't seen it yet, but like you get all these cool ass kills, these creepy ass, glass swallowing and cheese grater and blood and guts. You see all these like cool ass fucking creepy scenes with these fucking like Cenobites and all this shit. Did I get that wrong?
You talking about Hellraiser?
Deadites.
No, Deadites.
Deadites.
We know. Yeah, we got you. Yeah.
Yeah. So like you got all these cool Deadites, like you get the scene where like she kicks the dude and rips his arms off at the same time. Like you get all this cool shit, and then you're like, oh man, they're joining together to make one monster. This is gonna be fucking sick.
Yeah.
And it's fucking stupid. Like, think about it. No. Think about it. I know the mom was the leader of the Deadites.
Yeah.
Like they would have got so much more work done had they just chased the people by themselves. By them joining together,
Yeah.
they ruined their own plan. Was it creepy? Sure. But they couldn't move very fast. They couldn't do very much. And all the bitch had to do was push her back 2 feet into the wood chipper or whatever the fuck it was. Boom, dead.
But you know what I think, and I agree. Like, okay, so I'll say this: like, I thought the one before that, the original remake, like,
That was amazing.
That's the best fucking Evil Dead
Yeah.
over all that other shit. Like
The 2013 one.
yeah, that's
Yeah, that was a good one too.
your only fucking problem is it didn't play Raining Blood when they were Raining Blood. But I thought, and I really do mean this, like I thought the Deadites' job was to just cause fucking mischief. And so I was like, maybe they're just doing that to be fucking cheeky because
I
Deadites.
guess it kind of is.
Because Deadites will be like, we're going to make this deer head laugh at you. We don't care about killing you. We're having a fucking blast. And
then
that's the what I
especially once
get.
you get into the Army of Darkness with like the little ashes and like the stretchy mouth and all that. Like, I think you have a really good point there.
Yeah. Deadites are like mischief. They're like critters. as demons. Like critters are just on Earth to have a blast. That's what they're doing. Gremlins too, but critters especially.
I hope they do this new Evil Dead series kind of like almost kind of like the original 3. Like this first one was almost more of like a serious horror movie. The second one maybe is going to be like half serious, half horror comedy, and then the third one will just be like full blown horror comedy.
Yeah.
I hope they kind of try to recreate that.
We looked into it, and like they talk about the 3 books on the audio recording.
Yeah.
And like there was supposed to be something where you have the original, the Ash franchise, and then you have the new one, the 2013 with the girl, and then you have the new one with the girl. And like they talk about the 3 different versions of the book, and because now there's 3 different versions.
Yeah.
And like, but I thought this was just ending it. Like, are they continuing it after this?
I mean, they left it wide open for a sequel.
It made a lot of money, I think, too. So that's probably going to inspire them to keep it up. But like, I thought, at the end of this movie, like, something about Evil Dead for me, like I was just so grateful. I don't know about you fellas, that Bruce Campbell didn't fucking show up. I'm so tired.
Hear his voice.
Yeah, I'm just so tired of like, we do not need to bring fucking Jamie Lee Curtis back from Michael Myers. I don't know who has brainwashed people into thinking that anybody gives a fuck about a Scream Queen. Dude, that's like, I don't know. Fucking horror convention people have been brainwashed to think that they need. I don't understand. Did you ever watch a movie and be like, I sure hope fucking Jamie Lee Curtis wins? No.
They made fun of that in the new Texas Chainsaw Massacre movie.
Did they?
The Netflix one, there's that whole storyline about how like I survived Leatherface and I'm gonna kill him, and they call her and she drives 4 hours to the town where he's at, and then she shows up and Leatherface literally kills her with one hit.
Yeah, I don't even remember because I think I was like checked out on that one.
I liked it. There's a lot of stuff that they could have done better. But like I don't know. I feel like that movie built up this possibility of like we can all be friends. Like it almost felt very political in the sense that like your conservative and liberals are in the same town, like you have the daughter, not the daughter, but like the young girl and the redneck dude, they team up and this and that. Like I feel like they had this like moment to be like, we can all be friends. And then they're just like, nah, fuck it. And then and I guess maybe that could be the satire of things or something because
I mean, the fact of Texas Chainsaw Massacre being a franchise in and of itself, like I think we missed the whole fact that like Toby Hooper made a movie that was made to stand alone, and then they wanted him to make a sequel, and he was like, yeah, I'll make fun of my own movie. And somehow now we're put that in the same category as like adjacent, but it never was supposed to be the same thing. It was a director commenting on his own movie and the fact that he was like making a statement on how ridiculous slasher movies were. But I mean, there's
a guy wearing tighty whities in that movie.
Really?
Oh yeah,
the big old boner.
Oh yeah, LG. Yeah. He's got a big dick. Yeah. I listened to him talk one time. They injected his dick with something to make
because like he was supposed to be naked.
Yeah.
He was supposed to be bare ass naked, and he didn't want his dick to look small.
No.
So he got injections to make it bigger, and then it was too scary.
Well, and then he ended up wearing the tighty whities because he was afraid that the little toilet paper piece would fall out of his asshole.
Yo, so that's
made you a little man pawn.
Ron loses his fucking mind, and all the little shit papers he has in his shower wall, he turns into a paper mache mask.
Yeah.
It's a new horror movie. Yeah. Shit face.
Yeah.
He's like Michael Myers in the Halloween remake. His whole fucking walls just covered in like little shit papers where he's with arts and crafts with his fucking asshole toilet.
Looks like paper mache with brown speckles.
Yeah.
What do you guys think of the Friday the 13th prequel that Peacock's doing?
Fuck me.
Well, so it's A24 has their hands on it.
Do they?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure
Ah.
A24 has their hands on it because A24 is fighting for the rights to Halloween right now too, and right now they're the highest bidder. So like people are kind of like talking about it, and I don't know because like they're gonna fuck shit up and make it weird. Like in order for it to be a prequel about Friday the 13th, it has to be about Pamela.
Well, they got images. I did see that poster. There's images of like a hydrocephalic Jason standing there, little baby fucking camper Jason, and I'm like,
so they're gonna like make him a killer as a kid, but that takes away the point of like him becoming a killer after his mom died.
It's the fact that it's on Peacock to me is the weirdest part.
Yeah,
I don't know if they're gonna do it right.
John Wick series is on Peacock, and they did all right.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that makes me feel a little bit better, actually.
Twisted Metal's on Peacock,
and I liked it.
Yeah, I liked it.
And you watched the wrong show.
Yo, I this is fucking stupid. Twisted Metal is my favorite video game ever. Was when I first came out, and I dreamed my whole fucking life of a Twisted Metal series. Right, so it comes out on Peacock. I get Peacock to fucking watch it. I'm so excited. Apparently, I just start clicking things. And I start watching the new Twisted Metal series, and I'm going, damn, this is weird, man. It's Tarantino-esque because I feel like I'm watching like the end, but now they're probably going to go back in time and show me how we got here because motherfuckers are dying immediately. All the action's happening. I'm going, this is a fucking crazy series. I don't know what's going on. I don't know who's who. Oh, hey, but there's some people I know from the game. That episode ends, and I start watching the next episode, and boom, just as I thought, it starts out with this guy standing on a skyscraper going, let me tell you how I got everything I ever wanted. I'm like, this guy clearly won the Twisted Metal tournament. He meets this woman in a weird-ass car who tells him that she is a snake hunter. And I was like, boom, that's Pit Viper. I know my Twisted Metal. You ain't going to fucking fool me.
Yo, and what I love is like this weird-ass car is just a station wagon.
No, but she's towing some shit.
She's towing a billboard.
Yeah. So I'm watching, but the whole time I'm going like, something about this doesn't make any fucking sense. Like, where's the tournament? Okay, but clearly they're showing us the origin of the character before he got into the tournament. At the end of this episode, he goes, well, I need $20,000. And someone goes, ain't you joining the tournament? And I was like, here we fucking go. And they go, the Alabama snake hunting tournament. And I'm like, what is happening? And then it says, you've been watching Killing It. I realized I watched the final episode of Twisted Metal and the first episode of Killing It, and somehow it made sense to me.
You were so excited that you reached for every possibility.
I had a whole narrative in my head. It was like, why even watch the rest? I know how it fucking ends now, boys. It's fucking. I know how one begins, one ends. It's fucking stupid.
Oh, I did like it. A lot of people didn't like it, but I thought it was pretty fun. I hope it gets to season 2. I'll be there for it. You know.
Yo, speaking of fucking, I watched on Peacock the Fresh Prince remake. It was gritty as fuck.
I remember when it first came out. You were all about it.
I could not fucking wait. I could not wait. And let me tell you, Marlon Wayans comes in as fucking Will's dad, and yo, he is a good fucking actor. Apparently,
he is a good actor.
Yeah, man. Because he dropped the fucking hammer in that show, and all that. Carlton's a little fuck until you're like, well, I hate that guy. I want him to die. And then one episode, you're like, nope, actually, that's my favorite character. That's a well done series, man. Yeah.
Even though it's all serious or whatever, if Carlton doesn't do the fucking Oprah Winfrey dance at some point, I'll be disappointed.
Speaking of shows on Peacock, the Chucky series is on Peacock.
Oh yeah,
and it's
great.
Good.
No,
but I can't stop. I've watched it all. Like,
yeah.
Well, it's all done by Don Coscarelli, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Oh shit.
It's very much along the lines of like how Curse of Chucky was and Cult of Chucky.
Yeah.
Like I don't know. It's just the acting is terrible. The writing's not very good.
Yeah.
And like, I don't know. I can't not watch it. I've watched every single episode.
Yeah.
You know, but it's like, it's just not good.
And if you if you, the listener, want to watch every single episode, you can get a 15% off your first month subscription to Peacock with the code Our Brains Hurt, little tiny toilet paper piece in Ron's ass, 15.
I don't think I have that emoji. I don't know. Let me look.
Yo, when you do, does your sports podcast have fucking you guys sponsored by fucking Blue Chew and shit yet? Because that that's coming, right?
I wish.
Yeah.
You need that Blue Chew.
Wait, hold on. I just had the grossest, vision because now all you can think about is Ron's asshole.
Yeah.
But it's like, so you just leave it on until you take a shit.
Yeah.
And then that little white thing is on the face of your first turd.
It's like a little beanie on your little shit turd. Yeah.
Sometimes the shit sneaks around it and it doesn't come out.
What?
So if I take a
You
shit,
shit like a damn sprinkler or something? What is going
when
on?
I take a shit, I pull it out, throw it in the toilet, and then I take a shit.
That's like some fucking Chris A-hole. That's your new.
It is, yeah, I have a magical asshole, dude.
Yeah, he's in there going.
Yeah.
That's some Chris asshole shit.
Yeah, sometimes the shit fears the man pond. It goes right around it.
That's outstanding.
That's insane. Yeah, this is the most informative episode of your.
I'm telling you.
One of these days, that little piece of toilet paper is going to get stuck, and he's going to end up with a shit bag.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go to the emergency room.
He's going to clog himself up like a bear, just fucking. Next time we see Ron, there's a bag on his belly.
It's gonna turn to cement.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've broken down some walls tonight.
Yeah. Yep.
The shit walls.
Man, that was
A
a
shit wall
secret
in
of
your
mine that I've
shower.
had.
There's a
had that secret
goddamn
for
shit
years.
wall in your shower, Ron.
It's rare that it happens that I forget it's in there, but
Listen. People always go like, yo, we're really impressed that the Jasons managed to make like 10 records out of like such a cheesy gimmick. And we're like, yo, listen, we can make 2 hours out of fucking somebody putting a little piece of paper in their ass.
Here's the best part. Here's the best part. Ron is like, hey guys, you guys are the most amazing and perfect band I've ever seen in my entire life, and I love you so much. I want you to be in my podcast.
I remember when
as soon as the podcast starts, guess what I put in my asshole?
Yeah.
I feel like we should mention again that we're a band.
Yeah.
yes, you play music. You do play music? Yes.
So you should release an uncensored version and a censored version and just count how many beeps you have to put due to the assholes and fucks and
It would just be like a continuous. It would be like a people think they were like going deaf.
who accidentally bought the fucking edited version of a rap album at Walmart before. I had
That's the worst. Yeah.
fucking nothing makes you feel less hardcore than hearing a whoop over a fucking like curse word in a fucking song.
Yo, you guys ever heard of the band The Banner? So they're like
I know them.
Good fucking band, like kind of like weird mix of like Norma Jean and horror punk in a weird way, right?
Yeah.
So this song called I think it's just called "I'll Fucking Smile When You're Fucking Dead," right? I bought it.
Great fucking song. That's a great fucking song.
Yo, awesome song, awesome band. I bought their record at Walmart. It had a censored like sticker on it, and the back where it said, the song titles. It was marked out, but the disc itself was not edited in any way. So those motherfuckers got away with being like, yeah, sure, it's censored. Walmart's not going to fucking listen. And no kid who's shopping at Walmart's going to buy it. They don't know what it is. No parent gives a fuck because you can't tell what the guy's saying. Brilliant marketing. The Banner, that band rules. I wonder whatever happened to them.
Nice.
The dude that played drums for, do you remember that Michael Graves band called Season of the Witch?
Yeah, or no, they were Gotham Road.
Gotham Road, yeah. Sorry, there was a song, Season of the Witch.
Yeah,
the guy,
the
guy who played drums for Gotham Road was the drummer for the Banner.
No shit, yo, that was the best thing Michael Graves ever did post me.
Hands down.
Hands down. All their other songs in that band were not that great. That was the one.
Mm-hmm.
Michael Graves always had problems writing lyrics that were not good though. That was always the fuck like post Misfits. I'd always be like, what are you fucking talking about? Like, I never could tell what the guy was talking about, but some of those songs were good on those records. Yo, also that I just showed 3D this. What was that fucking band? Summer's End. That song he did with Summer's End was cool too, but I don't think he wrote those lyrics.
Yeah, I don't think he did either.
Hey, let's talk about, because I know you might have some horror punks. Let's talk about how every horror punk band sounds exactly like Michael Graves, but now that Michael Graves is canceled, they try to pretend that they don't like him when like literally every one of them has a version of Saturday Night,
Yeah,
and they all sound exactly like him.
Yep.
but no, hold on. Let's also talk about someone we all know that's like, I don't even listen to Misfits or Danzig. I'm just a big Elvis fan.
Yes. Yo, yeah, I have loved the revisionist history of literally everyone that ever came into contact with Michael Graves, who literally people in his band are going like, yeah, I had no idea what his political affiliation was. And I was like, oh, really? Because you went on tour in his fucking Trump truck. Just admit it. Yeah, dude's fucking a weirdo. Whatever. I wanted to play music. I needed to suckle on the Glenn Danzig teat, so I hung around the guy and whatever. It's like everybody in this day and age is pretending that they didn't rip him off, and most of those horror punk bands sound exactly like him still to this day.
Yeah, when I saw him live, he was wearing an InfoWars t-shirt.
Dude, yeah. He was always that fucking guy, and people that
did he have a song about the frogs turning gay?
Speaking of that, have you seen the band that turned Alex Jones going nuts? A whole bunch of like different videos of him going nuts into a folk song.
No,
it's the greatest YouTube video of all time. Yeah.
Dude, I miss that era of fucking YouTube where we had like the remixes of like real news stories, like the hide your wives, hide your kids, and the bronchitis, and and all that. Like, what a time to be alive that was.
Yeah, man, that was when the internet was so much more innocent back in those days.
Okay, fucking the YouTube channel that this is called Nick Lutsko. It's like Lutsko, but it's called it's basically just called Alex Jones Rants as an Indie Folk Song. It's fucking so good.
Fuck yeah, man.
It's really just that new guy that blew up on Facebook that he sings this song Richmond north of Richmond.
That song, yeah.
And then
Oliver
if you're 5'3" and 300 pounds, the government ought not pay for your fudge rounds. I was like, what a weird thing.
It was like halfway through his like positive song, he got pissed.
Yeah. Like the first half of that song, you're like, blue collar man working his ass off. Fuck yeah. And then all of a sudden he's like, if you're on welfare, you're fat and stupid. And it's like, Jesus Christ, man.
He'd say, wait, I'm fat and I don't like the song anymore.
Yeah, it was like clearly, it almost felt like halfway through, he was just like, you know what, fuck these people.
Oh, and that dude's a prime example of like fucking fake it till you make it, man. Because he's all blue collar and fuck all this stuff and this and that and blah blah blah. And then he like made this big video. He got booked at this venue, and they're charging over $100 a ticket. Fuck those guys! Don't pay the tickets. And then it got out that like his fee was like $135,000, or that might not be the right number, but it was like they had to charge that much for tickets in order to fucking pay their bartenders, pay the security, pay the fucking this, and pay him his like ridiculous guarantee. It's like, bro, you're the working man, but you're making like my whole year's free, fucking.
Well, and in all fairness, if we had that opportunity, we would completely do whatever was asked of us. And
we've said that since day one. All these motherfuckers like, oh, I'm a punk rock band, I'll never sell out. Not us. We've probably said it on your podcast. We've said it in interviews all the time. If someone was like, hey, lose the mask and we'll give you $500,000 each, you'd see what we look like in a heartbeat.
Yep. If Fat Records knocking on our door, we would 100% sign to the record label and call it the Jason Sellout and fuck everybody that ever supported it. And then our music would immediately suck because everything Fat Records puts out fucking sucks.
But you'd be rich.
Yeah, we would.
We get that Friends of Ron money.
Yo, we did play a show not too long. Oh God, hopefully more than that.
Brainworm.
we played a show not too long ago, and some dude goes, "Yo, man, there was like a dude from Fat Records here where you guys were talking shit on him," and I was like, "Yeah, what'd he say?" And he was like, "He was laughing." I was like, "Yeah, he probably was." I figured. But we still didn't get our fucking. We still didn't get that contract. Nobody says that. And they need us, man.
There was a time in our career when you were mailing them letters monthly.
I was sending them entire boxes of Jason stuff with contracts that I drafted up. That
Sign here.
would say, and I sent it. Of course, I sent it to Erin Burkett, who's Fat Mike's wife, because
ex-wife.
Yeah, I was like, that dude clearly ain't at the helm. So I sent it to her, and I was like, we want what the Lillingtons got plus a little bit more. And I would send it, and they never fucking sent me anything back. But I would send every time we put out a record, I was like, here's your fucking chance, but also apologize to Ben Weasel, sign here. And they never I didn't do it with I stopped at Blood in the Streets was the last one I sent.
Well, that was our last record.
Well, yeah, and we were we did a 7-inch. We did a split with the Queers. We did the Jarvis House.
Those aren't like full-blown records, though.
The release. Anyways, what I'm saying is
they only did it until our last record.
See, this is why people don't do 7 inches, because motherfuckers out here like, it doesn't count. That's why nobody heard that shit.
That's why none of us can keep a girlfriend either.
I know. Yeah. No, so at the end of the day, God damn it, I stopped sending it because it was like totally clear that they weren't going to sign us because they feel and have felt threatened. And there's no quality control over there at Fat Records anyway. I mean, let's face it. You've seen some of the bands they're putting out; they're terrible. They interrupt us, right? I don't fucking know.
You just hate ska, though.
Yeah, I do. I hate ska. Any punk rock label that puts out ska clearly is they're fucking up. But yeah, we don't need them anyway. Well, we got Mom's Basement Records, boys. They actually put out quality releases. Boom.
Hell yeah.
And if Snubbed Records offers us more, we'll turn our backs on them immediately, because that's
awesome. Well, let me know what they're offering you. I'll give you $1 more.
They're giving us $1 more than Fat Records gave Teenage Bottle Rocket for their last record. There you go.
I'll give them $2 more.
Yeah.
Welcome to Snubbed.
Yo, on our whole tour, man, I talked so much shit on Teenage Bottle Rocket. We kept having people show up to the show in Teenage Bottle Rocket shirts. So I was trading them Jason's shirts for their shirts and throwing their shirts away and filming it and tagging Bottle Rocket. They never fucking responded. And I think it's because they are threatened, because they know that we're like, right on their heels as being top dog. Scene, but
that's why their Halloween shit is just regular shit, because you threw all their regular shit away.
Their Halloween shit is regular shit, and the Jason's Halloween merchandise is the same shit that we have in our merch box because we're broke. So special Halloween edition in terms of it's sold at Halloween. Please buy it.
Exactly.
Awesome, dude. Thanks so much for doing this, guys.
Yeah,
appreciate it.
Thanks for telling us about your asshole.
Yeah.
Hey, anytime. Only you guys. You guys like my therapist. Like I could for some reason, I just tell the darkest secrets when you guys are on. So
yeah, when you guys are around and nobody else is listening, Ron will definitely tell you guys whatever.
Yeah.
Cool,
Yeah. I don't want to know what lies beneath what we just unearthed, though. I think I've gone deep enough.
Shit. It's shit.
Yeah, it's shit.
Shit lies.
Yeah. Nobody wants to know what lies beneath that. Yeah.
Oh.
Yo, me and V shit together.
Yeah, we did.
Stall to stall.
You guys play battle shits?
Well, I said, "Hey V, check this out," and he goes, "What?" And I just let it rip, and he did not feel good about it.
Yeah, I was like, I was fine with doing it until shit got real.
Now you just got to press the toilet paper against each other's assholes for each other.
That's real friendship.
Yeah,
yo, you leave it like you don't. It's not just like one little like square or whatever. You leave it long ways and you do it like Lady in the Tramp style.
That's where you end it, right there.
Hell yeah.
Oh shit!
You hear that, Disney? We got a new movie for you.
Disney Yeah.
That's to the point to where just saying words makes him laugh.
Yeah.
It's like some weird fucked up version of Disney's Two Girls, One Cup.
All right, guys. We'll talk to you guys down the road.
Happy 3 years.
Thanks, man.
Hey,
Appreciate
thanks.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll get that jingle to you real soon.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, yeah, dude. Please do.
Awesome.
Yo, later.
Later, guys. Thanks for hanging out for another week. Be sure to check out punkboxrocks.com and merchslut.com. Check us out on all social media outlets at ourbrainshurt and at ourbrainshurt.com. We will talk to you next week. Stay safe. Adios.
How do I do this shit? I can still hear you. So what do I have to press? Close.